Hey folks, Farmitecture here. It's beginning of May, getting some things started in the garden now that I've got it all tilled up and fertilized. So I'm getting some things planted here. Cubs sitting there. Got some rhubarb already coming up quite a bit there. And so that's going to be ready to go here shortly. So I'm just getting these little gardens within the larger garden laid out here. Just planted this area here. You can see my string there, so it guides me on my rows. I'm trying something different this year. Putting the rows a little closer together. Last year I went every, you can see my markers here, these little sticks. Last year I went every 3 feet so I could get the tiller down the middle, but figure I get a higher yield if I put them 2 feet to get apart. And this area is going to be a little flower bed. It's been dry though. We're in need of some rain here. Got some things got started in the greenhouse. Tomatoes are going in there. Still got to get that roof on it. Going this weekend to pick that metal up, so hopefully I'll get that on there sometime next week in my spare time. That doesn't seem to exist. Anyhow, folks, I'll talk to you in a bit. Hey folks, well, it's May 19th and it's snowing. Got some snow flurries here at the Farmitecture Homestead. I don't know if you can see that, but up in the mountains there, it's some snow coming down. And it's about 38 degrees. And the chickens aren't liking it. They're already gone to roost. And I'll just show you, I'm going to start a fire here in this greenhouse because it's pretty chilly today. Show you what I got going there. There's some, these are some cabbage here started. There's some tomatoes. More, let's see, more cabbage and then some kale there in the back. More tomatoes here. So, greenhouses, tiny greenhouses are working pretty good. And I also got some things planted out in the garden as well. Still got to put my cucumbers and tomatoes, of course, probably around June, and then some pumpkins. Oh yeah, we got a good flurry going now. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but maybe we'll get an inch or so tonight, who knows. Alright folks, I'll see you in a few. Hey folks, I just wanted to, still using the tarp for the roof of the greenhouse here, but I did pick up some metal from a buddy of mine. Had some extra that he took off a barn, so I'll be putting that on the tiny greenhouse shortly. So another project, but if I had nothing to do I'd just be sitting around, so it's good to keep moving. Okay, see you folks. Hey folks, beautiful evening here in the tundra. Got the tiny greenhouse. I'll probably have to start another fire in there tonight because there's a frost warning. Don't think it's going to snow though. Got the chicken tractor moving around. Chickens are loving that daily green grass, so that's great. And I got the garden, the cub sitting there, tiller ready. And then, yeah, it's coming along. I think I'm gonna, tonight looks like maybe the last night for the frost, so I think I'm thinking about planting some cucumbers and squash and pumpkins. maybe getting that in tomorrow. But yeah, I still got to get the roof on that tiny greenhouse. I got the metal I showed you there in that previous video, and hopefully might pick up a few hours tomorrow. Maybe I can start putting that on, but one thing I got to make sure I got enough time to put it on, because once I peel that tarp off, it's got to be covered. Alright folks, I'll catch up with you next time. Hey folks, beautiful day here in the Farmitecture Homestead. Just these pretty little periwinkle or myrtle flowers are showing nice. And I'm working out here in this garden. Just wanted to show you something real quick here. Normally I plant the rows further apart so I can run the rototiller down the middle. But this year I decided to plant them closer together to get more plants. You can see my peas are already up. So what I'm doing is taking this basic garden rake here, and in addition to the peas and other little plants coming up, we're getting got a lot of these little, I don't know if you can see that, tiny pinweeds. So what I'm doing is I'm just running this, like I said in the past, I would take the rototiller up the middle of the rows, but it's not wide enough. You can see how simple this is. Just go through here and rake up the little pinweeds, or a majority of them. Pretty quick at it here. It makes quick work. It's probably actually faster than wrestling the rototiller out here. So as long as you get out before they get too big, the weeds, you can get the majority of them without pulling them, or spending money on gas for the rototiller. And you also get a little bit of a workout doing so. Well, guess that's all for now, folks. We'll catch up with you next time. Hey folks, got some onions coming up here. And in addition to planting my rows closer together this year, also trying this, I picked up some straw from a local farmer friend of mine, and straw bales, so I'm spreading that down between the rows, thinking that this will help keep some of the weeds down and keep the soil moist and actually even cooler, because it'll reflect the sun. So I'm trying this out this year. Last year I tried out some wood chips, but the only problem there is once they're down, they're down. It's not so good to till them in. So I'm thinking with the straw is, end of the season, I can just till it all in, and it'll act as a fertilizer too as well. So that's what I'm doing now, is putting some straw down. I'll see you in a few.
When John Henry was a little bitty boy, no bigger than the palm of your hand, John's mammy looked down at her little boy and said, "My Johnny gonna be a steel driving man, Lord, Lord, Johnny gonna be a steel driving man." John Henry was a steel driving man, drove steel all But before I let that steam girl get me down, I'm gonna die with my hammer in my hand, Lord, Lord. Die with my hammer in my hand. The captain, he said to John Henry, gonna bring that steam hammer round. Gonna take it down yonder to the bottom of the hill. I'm gonna drive that tunnel on down, Lord, Lord. Drive that tunnel on down. John Henry went down in the tunnel, had that steam hammer by his side. He beat that steam hammer to the top of the hill, then he laid down his hammer and he cried, Lord, Lord. Laid down his hammer and he cried. John Henry had a loving little wife. Her name was Polly Ann. John got sick and he had to go to bed. Little Polly drove steel like a man, Lord, Lord. Polly drove that steel like a man. They buried John Henry on the hilltop. They laid him down in the sand. And every time a big eight-wheeler goes by, they holler, yonder lies a steel-driving man, Lord, Lord. Yonder lies that steel-driving man.
Well, folks, I think that's all I'm going to do for now. Can't really see where the other plants are. And I don't want to cover them up on accident, so that's all I'm going to do for today on that. And I'll catch up with you all next time. Have a good one. Well, well, well. What do we have here, folks? Looks like some little chicks. I don't know if you can see them in there, but we got some barred rock. Well, I ordered 5 roosters and 3 straight runs. Hopefully I'll get a couple hens out of those straight runs, but maybe they'll all be roosters. These are the calmest birds. We had those New Hampshire Reds last year. These chicks are very calm. Don't even hear a peep out of them. I was wondering, those things okay down there? But they're doing pretty good. Had them for a couple days here and kept the light on them and got them all squared away here. So looks like I'll be building another coop because I don't want to mix them with the big ones. I guess the big ones are rough on the little ones, so to put together another little Farmitecture mobile coop for these little squawks. Yeah, the camera doesn't do a good thing. You can't really see it with this light, but the heat lamp. Anyway, I'll catch you folks in a few.